That's live. Okay. It is round 2 women's action from Series Futsal Victoria. Welcome to Series Futsal Arena at Futsal Oz in Thomastown, Melbourne. Michael Chevello, Han Tran with you. What a match tonight as the second last team on the ladder, Carlton Heart, take on 4th placed Melbourne Arku. Both teams brimming with superstars. Han, great to be with you yet again.
Great to be here in round 2. Well, I can't believe we've all knocked off round 1. Round 2, it's now the nerves are gone of the new season and the new year. And I can't wait to see this matchup right now. It's Carlton Heart and Melbourne AQ. Very evenly matchup on paper. It's really hard to predict who will take home the chocolate tonight. Michael.
Well, let's take you through both teams. As we said, plenty of stars in both lineups. First of all, Carlton, wearing number 17, Mariella Bagang, number 11, Paige Daly, Amy Whiting in number 4, Beck Catterwall, number 16, Katrina Salakidis, number 8, Isabella Chincotta wearing 3, Eva Jan, number 7. And in Melbourne Arku, they are wearing the traditional green tonight. Sophia Alvarenga wears 18, Chazelle Dave 13, Evangelia Partamos number 4, Lita Zamaya number 12, Lucy Raymer will be on the scoreboard no doubt. She's in number 14. Also, that All-Australian Jessica Au, number 17, Jen Chandler 18, Chloe Romero in 19, Carla D'Alessandro number 21. Arku really do need to depend on a couple of players tonight. I'm talking Jessica Au and Lucy Raymer.
Oh, Lucy, what a game she had last week, scoring those 2 goals for ACU. Jess Au, she's going to be that anchor that everyone needs. And they've brought in Jen Chandler, which is a ex-teammate from Melbourne, the Amazon, sorry. Jen might bring something special to the group. But they've got also Chloe Romero and Sophia Alvarenga in the goals. Would they use her tonight? Not sure, but Carla, in the end, looks like she's starting up. Carlton, though, they're hungry. They've got their full lineup. If Beck Catterwell, Amy Whiting, even Mariella Bagang, with that Eva Jan and Amanda Oraha, if they can shape up tonight, they can in for a chance for a win.
Amanda Oraha didn't have the best of games in the opening round. Let's see if she can come to the fore tonight and be one of the targets for Carlton. The ever-dangerous Beck Catterwell. They'll look for Beck. You see her there, number 16, to get on the scoreboard tonight. And the lethal left foot of Mariella Bagang, number 17, who's always marshalling the traffic, especially out of defence for Carlton. Wherever you're watching around the country, indeed around the world, via the We Froth app, via YouTube and on Facebook, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a cheerio. It's round 2 of Series Futsal Victoria Women. Arku in the green, Carlton in the white, and it's Melbourne Arku who get us underway. Early ball over the top, hoping to find Chloe Romero. Here's Romero now. And good interception there from Salakidis. Should be a fast, action-packed game. Lucy Raymer there, number 14 for Melbourne Arku. We do expect her to get on the scoreboard at least once tonight. That one intended for Romero, who can cause a lot of headaches running up and down the right wing.
As Carlton, they have to just not let ACU start strong, because they have, in the first couple of 10 minutes, I would say, of the game, ACU looked promising, especially against Fitzroy. Carlton cannot allow ACU to score early. If they do, that's going to be the momentum of the game tonight.
Catterwell couldn't get a hold of it. Here's Evangelia Partamos. I should say Chloe Romero trying to go through the legs there of Lita Zamaya. Nice work from Zamaya. Cleans up. Romero goes around one. Nicely done there. Jessica Au. The type of ball work we can expect from Au tonight. Back out to Partamos. Chloe Romero is moving towards the goal line in a very dangerous position, but they couldn't get the ball there to her.
Decided to go that option setting the near post, but Paige Daly protected that very well. But yes, could have used the other option of Romero. She was wide open there. Did have a defender on her, but probably best to pass it on in the future.
Romero, always a very calm finisher. Raymer unable to get the interception on that occasion. Ball comes off her to be brought in here by Carlton. This is Salakides. Through the centre, hoping to find Beck Catterwall, but to no avail.
Interesting matchup. Catterwell is forward where they've chosen Oraha to play the back line. She's a new Carlton recruit, so for her to be in the back line is probably not the best option for the Carlton squad. They want her up forward scoring those goals for Carlton tonight.
It has been an aggressive start for Melbourne Aku. Ball floated over the top again, hoping to find Lucy Raymer. As we said, if there was money to be had, a bet to be made, and you're putting money on one person to score tonight for, well, that's the one for Carlton, isn't it? Beck Catterwall, she opens up. It's going to say Lucy Raymer for Melbourne Aku, but it is Carlton, despite the aggressive start from Aku, who get the first score on the board.
Oh, what a terrific turn there coming from Beck Catterwell. And I think it was the commentators because she went, you know what, I'm here to be a target and I can do that brilliantly well. Great assist into the D, and then that turn is just so brilliant, and that's what Beck Catterwell brings to the game for Carlton.
Catterwell, who has that ability to really frustrate opposition defences. Have a look at the way she works her way forward here. One-on-one situation from Catterwell. Nice turn, goes past the keeper. Beautifully executed there from Beck Catterwell. 1-0 Carlton in the opening minutes of this second round match. One of 3 games on tonight from Futsal Oz in Thomastown. We've also got Melbourne Evolution and Fitzroy, and Pascoe Vale taking on Preston. Set piece here for Melbourne Aku. Raymer out wide. Lucy Raymer left foot and absolutely roosts it. Had a little more time to settle on the ball there, Raymer. Think about her options. Maybe a little over-eager early on in the game here. Ball out quickly from Carlton. Good interception through the centre there. Salakides plays it back. Intended to find Catterwall. Raymer was running onto it, trying to connect with her right boot. Salakides making a run down the left. Go through the centre instead. Dispossessed, nicely done. Here's Romero. Jessau, Raymer, Romero of her left. Raymer with a chance here, trying to switch it onto her left boot. Jessica out, still out. Trying to dance through the Carlton defence. Jessau off her left, and what a goal! Spectacular from the Australian national representative. Jessica Au puts Melbourne on the scoreboard.
And it's all Jessel, her hard work too. She maintained possession, asked for the 1-2, had a quick look at where the goals were and just lined up. Nothing the keeper, Paige Daly, can do on that occasion. It was just brilliance there coming from Jessica Au from Aku.
1 goal apiece in the opening minutes here. Shot was on target from Araha. As Ha mentioned early on, perhaps they should switch Amanda Araha up front and not have her playing so much defence. Use her as a target point. Here's Araha again. Will she go it alone? Little pass to the outside there, intended to find Isabella Cincotta. Long throw out for the keeper, nicely chested down. Certainly both teams with their early opportunities. Through the centre, and the ball just getting away from Amy Whiting. Nice evening outside tonight in Melbourne. Some rain earlier on in patches around town today, and then it heated up again in the afternoon. This is Salakides. Just a little toe poke. Couldn't fashion something on goal. She did have Amy Whiting running to her left, offering some assistance. All over the top. Jousting for it in the centre. Good work here from Carlton. Salakidis again down the right wing. Spills out to Araha. Oh, Araha dispossessed. Jessau's in again. And the ball just got away from Jessica Au. Beautiful work to steal it from Amanda Araha.
Oh, that pressure is amazing from Jessau. Bit too much candy footwork there coming from Araha right in her defense. Paige Daly had no idea what to do, you know, how she would react, but Jessau all over it. Just unfortunate she couldn't finish in the end.
That was White into Eva Jan. Eva Jan launching it over the horizontal. Quick throw out from the Aku keeper. Centered ball hoping to find Jen Chandler on the end. Goes out of bounds. Jessica Au is a house on fire so far tonight for Melbourne Aku. Ball in from Raymer. Chandler making a run up forward. Beautiful work here. Lydia Zamaya, Chandler. That one intended to find Lydia Zamaya. Good interception from Raymer. Still with the ball. Nicely done by Lucy Raymer. Through they go now. Jen Chandler. Chandler still. Too many white shirts in defence. And Carlton will bring the ball in here.
Oh, that forward pressure from Aku. They're hungry. They're pressing forward, and it's actually working for them tonight.
Long ball up front, but nobody home. Top of the D. Here come Aku again. Zamaya plays it back. Options cross court. Here's Lucy Raymer. One-on-one against Chincotta. Ball in for Melbourne Aku. Raymer decides on the kick in. Through the centre goes Raymer. Just a little too much heat on it. Hoping to find Lita Zamaya. Closely contested game. Locked at 1 goal apiece. Nice turn. Out of defence. Eva Jan, possessor of much talent. Golden opportunity there, gone astray though for Jen Chandler. Had a couple of Carlton players bearing down on it. And we are still deadlocked. Thrilling contest so far, Hahn.
It's been amazing to watch. Both teams, again, as mentioned before, very evenly matched on paper. So it's going to be a tough one to kind of know who will win tonight. It's all going to be Jessau and what she can bring to the table.
She's beaten 2, has a shot on goal, and just shy of the lower left corner. Jessau, what a run again down the right wing. As we said, house on fire. Stolen again here from Melbourne Aku. And a toe poke, not able to get past the keeper. Salakidis with the kick in. Long ball down the left, but floated too far wide. Everything Melbourne Aku is doing is going through Jessau, playing down this right so successfully. And when Chloe Romero and Au are both on, they are two very busy workers. Salakidis running onto it, lets it go out of bounds for a Carlton ball. Timeout here in Hahn. Your thoughts so far? Deadlocked at 1 goal apiece. It's a thrilling affair.
Oh, it's just amazing to watch, though. I feel like Aku have got more of the possession. Their plays are working a lot better for them. Carlton, in the past couple of minutes, that's why they're calling that timeout right now. They're making too many mistakes in the back line and not moving that ball forward, and Aku is stopping it in the midfield. They're not allowing any movement happening forward for Carlton at all. That kind of pass to that first goal they had from Beck Cadwell was probably the best we've seen from Carlton. But then after that, I feel like it's Aku's game. That's hence why Jessau have got a lot more possession and they've got more movement around that kind of forward half for Aku tonight. They might come out in the second half with more goals, I would say. They're just warming up right now.
If you just joined us, folks, you're watching round 2 action, Series Futsal Victoria Women. We're at a timeout call by Carlton, deadlocked at 1 goal apiece. Opening goal from Beck Catterwall for Carlton Hearts, and the equaliser from the sublime Jessica Au, who is having a fantastic game thus far, even though we are only in the early stages. Keep an eye on the number 17 in the green, Jessica Au. Beck Catterwall there, number 16 for Hearts, the only goal. We hope it's not a night of lonely hearts tonight. Hopefully they will get more on the scoreboard. Salakides to Begang. Begang down the left, was hoping that Salakides would run onto it. Mariella Begang, great left foot, loves bringing it out of defence down the left-hand side of the court. And that one just over the top for a Carlton ball. It will be Eva Jan to bring it in. Salakides out to the left here. Intended to go back to Eva Jan. Couple of mistimed passes, though, from Mariella Begang.
I don't like her too much, though. I feel like she's not on the same path as her teammates. Not a lot of communication and direction. And if you're in the back line, that's what you got to do. You got to direct your teammates to know where they're going at all times.
Melbourne RQ on the break again. Good interception from Catterwell. Salakides running onto it here. Gets around Jeskow. Begang goes out wide. Catterwell makes a move to the centre. There were options there, but none inside the D for Carlton. Ball out of play there for Carlton to bring it in. Begang make your run through the centre. Eva Jan down the left. Could not square the ball to Beck Catterwall, who was waiting at the top of the D. Nicely done from Mariella Begang. Catterwall now! Beck Catterwall going for her brace. That was a good pass from Mariella Begang. And whenever she's in range, Beck Catterwell looking dangerous. Oh, and there it is. Speaking of danger, it's that woman we mentioned earlier on. Was always going to get on the scoreboard tonight. The amazing Lucy Raymer.
What a response coming from AQ with the counter-attack and left boot coming there from Raymer. Does not skip a bit. Nice first touch, and then just saw the bottom left-hand corner and thought, that's my spot right there. And AQ, for the first time in this game, in the lead.
Carlton forced to catch up now. That came off Arku, so it will be a Carlton ball in. Can they fashion something? Once again, Catterwell sniffing around the top of the D, but being well guarded here. Back to the keeper. Played out to Chincotta. Chincotta. Iraha. Iraha goes alone off her left. Wasn't a bad attempt, but ultimately easy for the goalkeeper to defend. Corner here for Carlton. Iraha wants it. Iraha gets it. Catterwell to her left. Try to go around Lucy Raymer. Solid work from Raymer. Her goal putting Melbourne RQ ahead, leading 2-1.
Iraha, I feel like she's kind of just being very poised and reserving energy. She's normally really quick, but in a game with Carlton, I feel like she's not, her sense of urgency is not there in the game. Though her footwork is amazing to watch, though. Just control of the ball.
Only 17 years old, Amanda Iraha, representing that next generation of talent here at Series Futsal. Melbourne RQ ball. Jessica Au. Salakides stealing it through the centre. Good pass. Isabella Chincotta fouled. In danger range here. What can Carlton fashion? It's Iraha over the ball. Two-woman wall. Catterwell moving forward. Just to her right. Will Iraha go alone off her left? She does. Takes a deflection. Will be a corner here for Carlton. Catterwall deep. Araha again off the left. Another deflection. Another corner for Carlton, this time the opposite side. Catterwall calling for it, so to Araha. Salakides with the corner. Beck Catterwall trying for goal number 2. Was on target. Did have a bit of steam behind it.
Massive power behind Beck Catterwell's shot there, but in the end, keeper too good and saw that coming. Got to try harder than that, Carlton. They can't just allow big shots from the far back. They've got to find ways to get that ball closer, get behind the Acu defense, because they're very solid, and with the direction of their managers, 2 of them in fact, it's going to be a tough one to beat with their direction, and I feel like they're a bit more of a solid team tonight for Acu. Just missed opportunities there from Carlton.
Romero, short ball to Evangelia Partamos. The captain shoots to the outside right. Chincotta goes out wide. Badly given away ball there though. Catterwall trying to get a hold of it. And just getting away from Carlton. Certainly the more likely team to score again has been Melbourne Acu. They've been more impressive going forward. But Carlton not without their chances. Good turn. 2-on-1. One back here by Chazelle Day. A diminutive figure, but always very prevalent whenever she's on the court, Chazelle Day. Wearing number 13 for Melbourne. Here she is, Chazelle Day. Nice cross court to Araha. Goes around Romero. Partamos there. Ever reliable, Evangelia Partamos.
That's why they get in the back line, and that's why she's the captain. It's going to be difficult to pass Partamos. She's such a key player in the Acu defense.
Catterwall to bring it in. Araha's left foot. Across the face of goal. Several attempts so far tonight from Amanda Araha, but yet to find the target. Here's Partamos. Through the centre, Catterwall intercepts off her right. Beck Catterwall. Wants more goals. Does have one so far, Beck. Araha. Chloe Romero. Down the line. And just losing possession there through Lucy Raymer. Her and Jessica Au, the 2 goal scorers for Melbourne Acu. Again, mistimed pass from Carlton. Not all of them on the same page here tonight. Partamos. Romero's waiting for it. Now out to Romero. Gets around Begang. Nicely done. Over the top, hoping to find Chazelle Day. Romero just against Catterwall. Catterwall wins that one. Back to Romero. Catterwall again puts her body into it. Nicely done from Beck Catterwall. Here's Araha. Out wide to Begang. Down the line. That's more like it. Getting physical, a little more aggressive with more determination, Carlton. A little more heart from the heart.
A little more heart and soul coming into the game. That kind of passage of play that you saw, they're coming from this end to the court to the other with ease. Not with ease, but they worked hard to use that teamwork. Finally, they've got some connection because it wasn't working well for them in the first half of this game.
Amanda Araha curling shot, hoping to find the top corner. She must have had 5 or 6 so far attempts off her left foot, Araha. You figure one of them's going to find the net tonight. Melbourne Acu ball. Chloe Romero. Evangelia Partamos. Cross court. Chazelle Day couldn't keep a hold of it. Here's Mariella Begang. Araha back to Begang. Begang through the centre. Stolen by Raymer. Partamos again. Goes out wide to Romero. There was a spill there momentarily, I think, for Isabella Chincotta, but she seems okay. Long throw out from the keeper. Hoping that could get a flicked header into the goal. The intended target was Amy Whiting, number 4 for Carlton.
Funny enough, Amy Whiting is the only Carlton player that is right-footed on the court right now for Carlton.
Jessica Rao. Down the left, turns and shoots, and there she is, Amy Whiting. How did you know that fact?
I know the players. Eva Jan is a left footer, Araha is, Paige Daly and Mariella Bacang, all left footers.
That's why you're the best, Huntran.
And it's funny because they all fight for the left foot role in the game.
Good defense again from Evangelia Partamos to cancel out Eva Jan. Bagang's waiting here. She's got a left foot on her. Decent shot there from Mariella. Got her and Amanda Araha shooting with the left foots off this left-hand side. Corner here for Carlton. Whiting! Across the face of goal.
Trying something different there, Whiting, because this end of the court, it's not working as well as Carlton has hoped. They're trying different angles.
Jessica out. Just gets away from her. You talk about one of the finest players in the entire league, the former MVP. Fantastic dribbling ability, Jessica out, as we've seen already tonight. Over the top. Jessica out. Bagang beats her. Nicely done from Mariella. That is going to be an interesting tussle all night. Mariella Bagang versus Jessica Au. Battle of the number 17s. Here's Bagang. Araha loses possession. Raymer. Partamos. Tries to square it back to Raymer. Through the centre comes Amanda Araha. Stolen by Partamos. Raymer. Back heel. Partamos. Low shot but not on target. It's a Partamos specialty, a shot from range. We see it with Evangelia. We see it in the men's competitions with Nicholas and his older brother.
It's all in the family there, Michael. Something about the Parthamos name.
I think the plural is Parthami.
Parthami?
The Parthami.
Right.
Amanda Araha. Just let the ball get away from her again. Evangelia Partamos. Such a wall, so solid in defense. Always aggressive, throws herself into it. And you can usually back her every time. Brings it in here, does the skipper. The whistle has blown and we are 2-1 Melbourne Arcoo over Carlton Heart. More, folks, when we return.
Allen clears, Caro, Sewell, back to Allen here.
33 seconds.
Oh, it's given away, Allen. Good tackle, Allen. Just
Allen.
can't reach out, Sewell.
Oh,
And it's Josh Allen.
there it
Josh
is.
Allen scores. Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive.
Interrupters.
The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card, no
that's a
worries,
yellow-
Joseph.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Allen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here
Good
in that tackle against Ate.
He
Passes the
just
ball off,
Didn't give up.
and he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Rat's tail. Bedzapor turns onto his left. Barrett Bedzapor! It's wonderful! It's brilliant! The freight train scores! Left foot. It's going to be that man! It's going to be brilliant and spectacular! A hero has emerged! And it's Parade Benzaport! Cooper been busier. Barragos. Caro over the top, running on Miguel Barrios.
Oh.
What a goal! What a ripper! What a beauty!
What a start to the second half. Miguel Barragos there. Lovely ball over the top, and it's no other than who else in Andre Caro.
Either that or it could be something they see in the dressing room that we cannot talk about on a live stream. Back heel to Rogan! It's number 2! Scott Rogan strikes again! Human lightning!
And that's why he's called the flash there. You can see it from the set play. And what a goal that was. And just caught Hume napping a little bit. And there's not much Mohamed Fatio could do there. That was coming in at 100 miles an hour. And the flash... Allen clears, Caro, Sewell.
Second half
Back to
action, it's
Allen here.
2-1
33
to Melbourne Arcu over Carlton Hart. Through the centre, Carla D'Alessandro, that tall presence. Salakides just against Partamos here, and the referee's whistle blows for a Carlton ball. 1 goal, Beck Catterwall opened the scoring. The equaliser came from Jessica Au, then Lucy Raymer's goal, moving Melbourne Arcu ahead 2-1 in the opening half. Down the line, and well cleared. Salakides playing down the right at the bottom of your screen. Catterwall on the court, hoping for her brace. Here she is, Beck Catterwall versus Partamos. Good toe poke from Partamos. My word, she's such a solid defender. Catterwall brings it in. Araha. Oh, nicely stolen through the centre. Goal was wide open. There was more time to be had there.
Oh, it was just our... Normally not under that much pressure, but she's just missed it completely. And for her, that's not really common, but props to Paige Daly. I don't even think she even had a finger on it. I think the ball just deflected out.
Catterwall trying to get past 2. Well done from D'Alessandro. Jess out. Tried to play it through to Lita Zamaya. Aggression again from Melbourne Arcu. Au puts it on her right, but intercepted there by Eva Jan. Player of the match contender already, Jessica Au, no doubt about it. Scorer of a fabulous goal early on after an awesome individual effort. Stolen down the right here. Tried to square the ball for Beck Catterwall. Partamos took a deflection off Salakides. Corner for Melbourne Arcu. And the ball put out of play. Lita Zamaya. Partamos back to Zamaya. 1-on-1 against Araha. Araha trying to beat Partamos. Salakides looking to thread it through to Catterwall. Salakides to Chinkota. Amanda Araha. Salakides out wide. Nice turnaround, D'Alessandro. But again, that brick wall that is Evangelia Partamos.
Oh, nothing's going to pass her tonight, Eva. It's just very solid, as we keep mentioning in the back line. 100% of the time, even 110% of the time, you guarantee she will stop that ball.
D'Alessandro. Partamos versus Catawal. Salakides gets away from her. This is good work, Jessica Rao! And it was Amanda Araha backtracking to deny our second goal. Corner though for Jess Au. D'Alessandro turns. Well put away before Lida Zamaya could get a shot on goal. D'Alessandro starting to cause some headaches. The tall number 23. Here she is again. Partamos has a look up front, goes it alone, but to the outside of the right upright. Mariella Begang comes on the court for Katrina Salakides.
Aki looking pretty promising. They've had a lot more shots towards goal than Carlton has. Carlton's just got to work a bit harder.
Chinkota just flashes that one wide. Did have Cartwell moving to the top of the D for support. D'Alessandro making a move. Partamos out wide. Here she is. Jessica Au dispossessed, and how about that? A wonderful goal from Amanda Araha. She stole the ball from Jessica Au and put it in the back of the net. Wonderful, Amanda Araha.
I'm just watching the replay. Just that brilliance coming from Araha. She's doing exactly what Aku was doing to them. Is that forward pressure is what you need. And with that composure, left boot once again is very tricky for the keeper to stop those left footers. But in the end, it doesn't matter how it gets in, Araha has found the equaliser for Carlton.
A much better second round than her opening game for the season from Amanda Araha. She ties it at 2 goals apiece. Anybody's ball game here. Partamos in the centre, waiting. Return ball was hoping to find D'Alessandro, but they made a bit of a meal of it, Aku. Chance again. D'Alessandro goes it alone. Perhaps should have gone to her left to Partamos. Long ball wide. Aku cannot afford to be flustered here. Need to settle and work the strategy, the passing. They were doing so well earlier on. Just bumbled off the ball there, Amy Whiting. Corner here for Carlton. Whiting goes high. Begang couldn't keep it in. Zamaya, Raymer, Araha. One-on-one against Jessica Au again, Amanda Araha. And this time, it's a penalty against her. Jess Au. What can she do? She does have Lucy Raymer to her right, top of the D. Partamos is deeper.
I reckon she might go for it.
Maybe a Partamos cannon coming. She's close here.
She's pretty close.
Has she got a curler in her to get around the wall? Feeds it out wide. And there it is. A wonderfully worked goal. And Melbourne Aku go ahead. They've done it on the training court. And they've done it for real tonight. Wonderfully worked. Wide open. Plenty of real estate. And the ball in the back of the net.
Wow, we did not expect that at all, Michael. We thought for sure either Jess Au or Partamos was going to get it. But in the end, I think it was Raymer that got it in the far post. And once again!
Raymer again! She's unstoppable! Lucy Raymer! 2 goals in a matter of 60 seconds for Melbourne Aku. And they surge ahead. Raymer makes a charge through the centre. Gets it on her left. Single strike. Good night, Irene. Back of the net.
We could have possibly missed another goal there, Michael.
Wow.
It's heating up here in the main arena in Futsal.
It is indeed.
2 goals in a minute for Lucy Raymer. That must be some record.
Quick turnover of goals from Raymer. She's got her hat-trick tonight. We said if you're placing a bet on someone to score tonight, you'd place it on Lucy Raymer for easy money, for a guaranteed win. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, Ladbrokes. Can we place a bet? 3 tonight for Raymer. And you know what? There may be more. Jessica Rao, what a game she's had. Bagang, how they need Bagang to marshal traffic now. They need her to step up. They need Araha to bring that left foot into play as a target focus. Carlton trailing 4-2. Is it another one? Yes, it is. It's Evangelia Partamos. It's 5-2 now. A beautiful assist from Isabella Chincotta. And all too easy for Evangelia Partamos.
It was ACU keeping it in their forward half as much as possible, and that touch there coming from Rayma to Jen Chandler, and then in the end, lurking in the back there is Evangelia Parthamos. That's all ACU, they've got to tick it off the box going, this game right now is what all that training session, all that hard work has come into.
I got so excited I called the complete wrong player, the wrong number 3. It was
That's
Jen
right.
Chandler, of course, that beautiful assist, but what a landslide turned on here by Melbourne Arku. I mean, how did Carlton stop this?
By a timeout, I guess, but I think ACU called the timeout.
What are you telling Carlton to do right now in the timeout?
They've got to take some risk. They've got to really defend first and count on the counter-attack. That's how they scored those other goals, was all from counter-attacks. And I think that's got to work, they've got to work on. Because at the moment, they're losing the ball too easily, and those plays from ACU were quick. And it was just perfect timing at the perfect place. Lucy Raymer, her goal was brilliantly timed, and Evangelia Parthamos' goal was brilliantly timed. I think for them, it's working well. It's the momentum from ACU. They've stopped it. They've got to bring that ball back. Got to bring the game back for Carlton.
5-2, a hat-trick to Lucy Raymer, 1 goal to Jess Howe, 1 to Evangelia Parthamos. The 2 for Carlton from Beck Catterwell and Amanda Araha. Carlton need something. It is not beyond them to come back. They've got the players to be able to do it, but you do feel one more goal for Melbourne Arku could just seal the deal.
Absolutely. It's not tough yet, but it's hard to trail back on, especially if those goals were quick. It was 3 in a row, unanswered goals for Carlton. Again, what can they bring back to the game? Because, as you mentioned, one more goal in the bag is game over for them tonight.
Wherever you're watching, folks, live on YouTube, on Facebook, via WeFroth, we hope you're enjoying all the action of Serious Futsal Victoria Women round number 2. At Carlton Hart trailing Melbourne Arku by 2-5. May be difficult at this stage to determine a player of the match, though you'd have to lean towards Jessica Au. Certainly in the running, I believe. Carlton kick us off. Chincotta out wide, but again, that passing not quite on point for Carlton. Romero making a move through the centre. That one, though, was intended for Lucy Raymer, who would love a 4th goal tonight, Lucy Raymer. How many did Raymer get last week, Han?
2.
2 last week,
yeah.
3 tonight, 5 for the season so far, 2 rounds in.
Contender for I reckon she's up there for the most goals in the league so far.
Golden boot bound to challenge for Scalzo for that crown maybe this year.
Possibly.
Stolen beautifully. Out, plays it out wide to Lucy Raymer on her left. They are a potent combination, and you throw Romero in there as well. That's quite the trio. Into the side netting there. It's a Melbourne Arku ball to be brought in by Jen Chandler. That lovely assist earlier on to Evangelia Partamos that allowed the Partamos goal. Chandler over the top. Raymer. Ow. Romero. Couple of bites there for Chloe Romero. She'll be disappointed with herself. And that one just gets away from her. Always busy, Chloe, isn't she?
Absolutely. She's got her eye on the ball, a ball magnet. Even though she hasn't had her name on the scoreboard, she works tirelessly hard to create those plays. Always present in the plays, and wherever she is, she's near a goal.
Oh, and she's near a goal again, and that one just wide of the right post from number 19, Chloe Romero. We do apologise tonight, folks, for the absence of our scoreboard. A few technical glitches, but we have been keeping you up to date with the scoreboard, which sees a 5-2 lead for Melbourne Arcu. A hat-trick for Lucy Raymer. Goal apiece for Jess Au and Evangelia Partamos. Carlton's goals courtesy of Beck Catterwalt and Amanda Araha. Amy Whiting. Begang back to Whiting. Good interception though. Easy take for the keeper. It was Jen Chandler playing defense for Arcu. She's running through now. Here's Chloe Romero to Chandler. Whiting again. Outside of the boot. Goals open. And Chincotta just couldn't get the laces to it.
Had to be, again, perfect timing, and good thing the keeper came out to create a physical presence, not allowing Chincotta to have a boot on the ball at all. So good goalkeeping.
Whiting on target with some starch. Carlton get one now. They are right back in it. And they bring on Beck Catterwalt. Araha. Just no steam behind that one. Good interception from Begang, but straight into D'Alessandro. Out wide here to Raymer. Raymer down the line to Romero. Catterwalt versus Romero. Nicely played from Catterwalt. And the whistle blows. The two number 3s were engaged then, Chincotta and Chandler. Catterwalt with the free kick. Scorer of the first goal tonight. Jessica out. Turn there from Romero. She had Chazelle Day inside the D as well. Day gets a hold of this one. Chazelle Day, nicely done. Romero. Nobody for assistance though. Romero had to go it alone off her right boot.
How good is Giselle Day? Just battled her way through. I feel the physicality of Acu really shows in this game, and it really pays off in certain moments like that.
Chazelle Day. A pocket rocket for Melbourne Arcu. Beck Catterwalt stolen by Romero, that workhorse. And it will be Chazelle Day to bring it in. Jess out. Superstar. Down the centre.
Bit of miscommunication there. Looks like Day and was it Romero going towards the same ball.
Nicely picked out by Chandler. Jessau over the top. Chazelle Day, if she was another inch taller, may have got a head to that. Salakides on the court now for Carlton. Always running. Jessau. Chazelle Day. Trying to get past Salakides. Intercepted. And Jessau there to play it safe. Not allow Eva Jan to get a run on goal.
Again, Carlton with the counter-attack, they've got to be a bit more fluid in that movement. Eva Jan, great positioning, but in the end, Jessau with her experience, battled that ball out of play.
Melbourne Arcu 5, Carlton Hearts 2. Ball centred, but just a little too far for Eva Jan. Chazelle Day, intercepted by Salakides on her right. Straight into the keeper from Katrina Salakides.
Could have been a punishment there, and Eva Jan was lurking there in her left vision, but chose a different option. Giselle Day giving that ball away too easily, but in the end, there was no options for her to pass it on to her teammate.
Time is ticking down for Carlton. They need 3 goals. They need one right now to kick off a comeback. Again, Jess Au. All over in defence for Melbourne Aku. Run on here. And a squandered shot there from Lida Zamaya.
Yeah, covered a lot of territory there in the end, but I think she should have played the ball down to the ground first before taking a shot, but it is what it is for a youngster, just learning those little moments and moving forward and find a different avenue in the future. But Carlton has done well to not allow goals conceded for them, but they have to score soon.
Mariella Began gets checked on the line. Referee blows the whistle. Catterwall's out wide, bottom of your screen. Saying play it forward. Salakides wants it. It's a long-range shot. Off the left boot of Mariella Begang. Giselle Day down the left. Blocked by Catterwall. Zamaya gets a toe to it. Hoping to find Eva Jan. Jess out. Eva Jan just puts it out of bounds. Al's got Romero here. She got Giselle Day out wide. Goes down the right line. Beautifully done. Still Jess out. On comes Isabella Cincotta. Catterwall. We've seen her score before with those little flick behind headers. Not on that occasion.
Though on this occasion, just not the best result for her. I think the ball that she received has to be on point for her to make the turn, but wasted opportunity again for Carlton.
Romero did well to feed it out to Zamaya. Leader Zamaya causing a lot of concern around the top of the D. Good take. D'Alessandro dispossessed. Wins it back. No, referee's whistle blows. A Carlton free kick in scoring range. Eva Jan over the ball. Catterwall to her right. Iraha out wide. May have a shot off her left. Or perhaps Eva Jan's going to go alone. She does! And rattles the horizontal. Agonisingly close for Carlton Heart.
So close, but so far away. They needed that goal, Carlton, but that might just be the last opportunity for them to get somewhat close range to Aku.
And again, just shy of the target for Eva Jan. Partamos. Eva Jan. Another shot there. Looking threatening, Eva Jan. 3 attempts on goal in the last 60 seconds or so for the number 7 for Carlton. Cincotta making a run through the centre. Catterwall finds her. Good defence again from Evangelia Partamos. Giselle Day running to the centre. A little too far there for Zamaya. Here's Catterwall. Cincotta. Free kick rewarded. So Carlton is going to have another chance here. A little further out than the last free kick, but not by far. It will be Eva Jan. Amy Whiting to her left. Jan may go it alone. 2-woman wall against her. A must-score goal for Carlton. It's gone in. Are they back in the game? Amy Whiting finds the net, and now it's 5-3.
Finally, something has worked for them, Carlton. Eva Jan passed it on to Whiting, and with that first touch, the keeper just deflected it inside her own goal, and that's a keeper's nightmare is to do that, and they're not going to be too happy with that, but can they hold their lead, Acu?
You sense that Carlton have momentum on their side. The adrenaline is flowing. It's oozing through every pore. Can they capitalise, Carlton? Can they score another and really make a run for this in the final minutes? Partamos. Chance again here for Carlton. Ball in from Chincotta. Uraha. Chincotta. No one home though. Uraha. Still Amanda Uraha. Centres it. Eva Jan floats it over the top. Too far though for Isabella Chincotta.
But yes, they've got that second or third win now, Carlton. They've got to really create that momentum, not allow Acu through the middle.
That should have been a direct shot on goal there from Lucy Raymer. But I think she chose to lay a pass off instead. Oh, rattled the horizontal. Chance now for Salakides down the right. Still Salakides. It is Amaya forced to defend. Katrina Salakides. Whiting. Chincotta. Loses it. Partamos through the centre. Ooh, and that one there. Not for the intended target. Carlton a chance again. The ball given away poorly. There's that lack of communication again in the passing from Carlton. Still feel they have that momentum. Will it stick around? Whiting just lets it go for a keeper's ball. Long throw out, hoping for the header. Fall inside the D for Chincotta. Salakides to bring it in. Chincotta trying for the header through the centre. Jen Chandler. And there's the ball game. Well, Melbourne Aku 5-3 over Carlton Hearts. Carlton really did show some heart in the final 3 minutes. But in the end, a very impressive performance from Melbourne Aku. 3 goals, Lucy Raymer. 1 apiece to Au and Evangelia Partamos. Folks, don't go anywhere because plenty more. Round 2, Series Futsal Victoria Women's action coming your way.
He wins the ball here in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off.
Didn't give up.
And he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Rat's tail. Bedzapor turns onto his left. Bedzapor! It's wonderful! It's brilliant! The freight train scores! Left foot. Oh! It's going to be that man! It's going to be brilliant! It's spectacular! A hero has emerged! And it's Parade Bedzapor! Cooper, been busier. Barragos. Caro over the top, running on Miguel Barrios. What a goal! What a ripper! What a beauty!
What a start to the second half. Miguel Barragos there. Lovely ball over the top, and it's no other than who else in Andre Caro.
that, or it could be something they see in the dressing room that we cannot talk about on a live stream. Back heel to Rogan! It's number 2! Scott Rogan strikes again. Human lightning.
And that's why he's called the flash there. You can see from the set play. And what a goal that was. And just caught Hume napping a little bit. And there's not much Mohamed Fatio could do there. That was coming.
Welcome back to the post-match interview. I'm here with Melbourne AQ, Lucy Arima. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
First one of the season against Carlton. It was a very close match until the end when you scored that double goal within a minute. Talk us through that.
I mean, I think it was just all of it, like the team getting together, and we just connected really well. I think that was the first time that we've been able to do that really well. So, yeah, I think that's probably the main thing.
Now, there's a few moments in the game where you guys connected really well. Is that from training? You feel like the form and the connection and chemistry is building now that you've gone, I think it was now your second season with AQ?
Yeah.
First season with AQ,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
second season in the competition for the team.
Yeah, definitely. I think the quality of players there is like amazing as well. We've been able to just connect based on instinct, which is really great. But yeah, training's really been helping. We're getting good numbers, and yeah, it's great to see. Very promising.
Now, we're going to put last week's game behind you.
Okay, yeah, I would like that.
However, you still managed to score 2 goals, and you scored 3 tonight. You're probably one of the leading goal scorers. Is that something you're looking into each game coming in?
Definitely not. I think my aim goal is just to get it in the net first. I do struggle with that sometimes, but yeah, I think just connecting as a team is the main thing. But yeah. Yeah.
Cool. You've done well. Thank you so much for your time up here in the
thank
studio. All the best for the remainder of the season.
Thank
I will
you.
let you go and celebrate. So once again, Lucy Reba from Melbourne AQ, and up next, can't wait. It's going to be Melbourne Evolution against Fitzroy. We'll see you then.